That is so true. All right. Tonight I am actually here with my co-host, Jodi Alexander. This is
Yes, sir.
a co-host that I've actually been looking forward to having and talking, and he's going to be my co-host moving forward until either one of us gets tired of each other and we just quit.
Yeah. Or one of us dies. You never know.
Or that, you know,
We
in
like to
today's
ride
world,
motorcycles fast. We like to, there's just a possibility. We lift heavy weights, anything can happen.
we could get out of bed wrong. That's really what
We
could
are in our
happen.
30s. Yes, sir.
Don't remind me. Shit. So yesterday I was actually talking with a coworker, and I was, he's like 24 years old, and I was talking about cartoons, and he was like, "What is that?" And do you know how hard my heart dropped? I was talking about the Animaniacs.
Oh, shit. And he didn't know?
He did not know, and do you know I wanted to cry?
Exactly. Exactly.
I was like,
Did my, my 10-year-old stepdaughter just asked me today who Avril Lavigne was. And I was like, go to your room.
No,
I don't even want to see you. I don't even
you're
want to see you
grounded.
right now. And then I'm looking at my wife. I'm like, is this our fault? Did we fuck up here? Is this how this happened? You got to blame the parents at some point. Shit.
Yes, I would. It's funny because my ex, her youngest child, he's 8 years old, 9 now. That went down the wrong pipe. He's 9 now. He's been to so many concerts, and I'm just like, I am jealous of that little kid.
Yeah.
Like, you do not understand how jealous I am of him. He's seen
Dude,
Avril
yes.
Lavigne. I think she said he's seen ACDC,
Oh, shit.
and I'm just like, can I be your kid? I know I'm fucking you right now, but can I be your child?
You should at least take me to these fucking concerts.
I will fuck you as much as you need to. Can you be my sugar mama, please?
VIP tickets, I prefer. I like to be in the pavilion, so if it rains, I'm covered. I can't. My
I mean,
knees are too old.
honestly, just give me somewhere to sit. Like my brother was, so me and my brother, we went to Breaking Benjamin up here in
Fuck yeah.
Bristow, and he was like, "Did you get lawn seats?" I was like, "Dude, we're old. What the fuck do you mean lawn seats?"
Exactly. Like I got to get a lawn chair or sit on a blanket on the ground. Dude,
And it was
we're not going to make
raining.
it home. Yeah, I saw your videos. I was like, my boy, he's in the fucking pavilion. Like, because that's exactly where, close to the bathroom, close to the bar, close to the exit, so I can get the fuck out of there when I'm ready to skirt and leave. Like, yeah.
I got to my parking spot at like 5, just after 5 o'clock, and no, sorry, it was 4:45. That's when doors opened. So I got to my parking spot at 4:45. I called my brother. Where the fuck you at? He's like, "Oh, I'm like 30 minutes away." I was like, "Okay, cool. I'm already here. I'm parked literally like 10 feet from the entrance, right?
Yeah.
It still takes me 20 minutes to get out."
Exactly. They block you in when you're trying to leave, and
Right.
you're like concert high has worn off, so now you're just fucking aggravated. Like
And
I'm
I
not in the
drive a
mood, dude.
stick.
God, yeah. So you're just
I
the whole time.
Thankfully my
Shit.
stick is thankfully my clutch is stock, so I don't have to worry about that shit.
Ah, yes.
But like as soon as my stage 2 clutch goes in, I'm going to be hating life even more.
You're gonna need a rental car to go to concerts.
Oh jeez. Fuck that. I'll just take the metro in or I'll
There you
Uber.
go. Yeah, dude, I forget about Uber. Shit.
As much shit as they've been through, shit, I would try to forget about Uber too.
I mean, they could at least make the ride fare a little bit cheaper. If I gotta get in the Uber and like be ready to fight and like fight for my life, like why do I have to pay so much for this ride? To be
Why am I
honest, you
paying?
should be allowed to fight the Uber driver, and if you win, you don't have to pay. Well, he's like, all
Oh
right,
yes.
this is your stop, and he gets out and fucking rips me out of the car, and I have to beat his ass. And then I come in, and I'm limping and shit. I'm like, it was a free ride. I saved $15 if you can believe that. My face is all fucking busted up.
I was gonna say bloody nose, runny eyes, snot everywhere. My shirt's already ripped. Like, fuck it. I got a free
Exactly.
ride. I saved $40.
Dude, yes, I'd be Ubering everywhere and I would just have constant fucking bloody nose and black eyes.
I mean, it builds character. Let's just say that.
It does. That it fucking does, man. What do you think? Maybe we should talk about some fitness shit. I could talk
Sure.
about beating an Uber driver's ass all fucking night, to be honest.
um,
Dude,
fuck Alex Talenko. That's all I'm saying. We had a whole conversation. Now we are recording, yes. So when he hears this, he gets to hear it from my mouth that I said, fuck Alex Talenko. And if he slides in my DMs and be like, that's not how you pronounce my name and take that down, I'm going to be like, you can go fuck yourself.
this dude, your guys' beef kills me because I can't remember when or why I had mentioned his name, and you like immediately were like, "Fuck that guy," and I was like, "All right,
Well,
shit."
it's it mainly has to do with him peddling misinformation. So I
Yes,
can't remember when or how it actually started, but he was putting out information that was basically like trans guys' calories and macros are different than cis men's. And I'm like, wait, no, the fuck, it's not. If I eat 250 grams of protein as a trans guy, the same thing is going to happen on a macro scale as a cis guy. What?
exactly.
What? That shit doesn't
Yes.
make sense, B.
Me- yes,
Like,
and that's happening too frequently now with our community. I mean, we're being targeted by ourselves, which is weird.
yeah.
I mean, I get
But
it.
yeah,
Everybody's got to make their fucking money, but
I mean, look,
it
making money is great and all, but like, so I did the way I did it was, I have a primary job, and then I have my backup, which is training. My primary job pays my bills, right?
exactly.
That way, I'm not sitting here struggling, and I can give our community good quality training while also
Yes.
saving some money. Because
Yes.
I'm, if I recall correctly, one of the cheaper coaches out in the world. While my footprint isn't that big, I still feel like I'm doing a service to my community versus doing a disservice and charging people 200 plus or 250 plus bucks a
Or
month, and then
300
having
plus.
right, or and then having a contract signed and shit like that. I'm just like, nah, you pay as you go. If you want to fire me for this month, but then 2 months later you want to come back to me, okay, cool, that's fine. But you're going to be charged at the higher rate.
Right. Yeah.
I've got several clients that when I first started coaching in 2018, they're still paying $60.
Shit. Shit.
Right.
Yeah. I get it,
So
man.
like again, I'm at 130, so you can imagine from 2018 to 2025, I've had those two clients for almost for 7 years.
Yeah.
And yeah, 7 years. And they still see consistent gains and consistent progress.
Yeah. I mean, shit, look at you. You literally lead by example
You
on
have
your
to.
po
Like,
like, yeah,
if you want the world to change, you got to do it yourself, or at least start.
exactly. Dude, you're so and that's so I run a landscaping business and that's how I literally pay all of my bills. It covers everything. And then I've got a couple people that I work with that don't pay me because I literally and I know that everybody fucking says this. I literally just enjoy training with them and training them. I don't need to, but they're also if I go 3 days and I don't speak to them because I'm working, they don't freak out and that's not I mean if somebody was paying me that's not the expectation anyway. But not feeling like I need one of our community members to pay my bills type shit
Right.
is where I feel
Right.
better. And
And
people come into my DMs and my messages and ask me stuff all day and I love that. Like I'll give you answer like you can ask me literally anything and I'll respond and give you an answer and you don't have to pay me $300 a month to learn shit that took me. I mean shit, I've been training 15, 16, 18 years now. Like since these kids were literally in diapers, we've been in the gym, which is fucking crazy. Like, you remember the days when you went to the gym and the only people that knew that you were at the gym were the people that were also in the gym with you because you didn't record it? What fucking wild times, dude. Like, I don't have any of my training videos because we didn't fucking take them. Like, you just went in
Yeah,
and worked out and that was it, dude.
that
Crazy
that reminds
times.
me. Yeah, that reminds me 100% of high school back when I played rugby. It was just like, all right, we go in, we do our shit, we walk out, and then
Exactly.
we hit the field, we call it a day. Nowadays, you've got people that are walking around with videographers and photographers, and I'm just like,
Dude, tripping over tripods going to the gym. And I can't say much
why?
because I do it too,
I was
but
gonna
it's
say,
that
look,
it's the pressure to produce.
to an extent, yes. I've gotten away from so I was posting like every other day on Instagram, but then I got away with I was like, okay, I'm gonna challenge myself to only post once a month, and that's it. So like now I've only got like 5 or 6 posts. I probably have more from this year, and it's just like once a month type of deal. Now I'm
Yeah.
posting in my stories all day long, but I'm not posting on my feed every other day because I don't feel like I need the engagement. I don't feel like it might also have to do with me getting fucking older too. I don't
Yeah.
want to be the center of attention, you know?
Exactly. Exactly. See, and that's what
So,
sucks is that I can get on here and be a man enough to say I'm the opposite, where I am lazily trying to grow an audience. And I was just listening to one of my friends the other day. He said, look, if you go to a wedding and you can't dance, you either have to be the best dancer or the worst dancer. Because if you're the cringe dude in the middle that's just kind of like doing one of these at the table, everyone hates you. So when it comes to social media, I take the same approach. It's like, you either got to be one of those cringy guys that everybody's watching and you know why we're watching them, or you got to be like, damn, this dude's content is like spot on. And I'm trending towards cringy, but trying to bring it back up to where I'm not. So I'm publicly outing myself right now where I'll say, I'm 33 and I'm trying to figure out social. I mean, shit, how long did it take us to get on this fucking call? Like, I had to
you know
have my
what?
wife come in and do all my shit. I had to have her set up the computer and shit. So this is me. This is me trying. Not to quote Taylor Swift, but this is literally me trying.
I don't want to talk about it. I'm just going to say that. I don't want to talk about it. I like to think I'm somewhat technology. Y'all know what the fuck I'm trying to say. I feel like I'm somewhat technical savvy. There we go. That's the
There
word.
it is.
I feel like I'm savvy somewhat as far as computers go. But like my computer crashed the second episode, and I was like, I don't know what to do.
You're like, let me ask Chat GPT.
I I almost did, but I was
Yes.
like, you know what? This is why we have a tablet, and I loaded up the tablet, and I was like, fuck this, I'll deal with this computer later.
There you go. Dude, I've got a tablet, a screen, a laptop, and then there's another laptop over there, and I don't even know if any of them are working. I'm assuming this one is because I'm looking at myself right now, but like I
Well,
don't know
we
what
have
else.
well, we've officially been recording for 13 minutes and 30 seconds, so I would hope
Which
it's
is
been
crazy because we've been
working.
talking for over an hour. Your fate at 30 minutes in, you're like, shit, we need to record. And then it was like, wait, this is good. We need to record.
Okay,
We're
but
recording now.
honestly, the first like 20 minutes we did talk shit about a couple of people. So there's that. We
Yeah,
don't need that part in the interwebs.
exactly. God ain't
Every,
pleased with that. So
everything else is okay.
yes. This is the introduction to the real knowledge from some middle aged trans dudes that have been working out longer than Instagram has been around and YouTube.
uh I don't know, maybe.
How long has
I know
Instagram been around?
I know
I'm
Google's
thinking like,
been around. I know I'm older than Google. So there's that.
I hate that. I hate that, man. We're like
Let's
older than the
see.
internet. What the
We
hell?
are. Oh shit. So YouTube has been alive since Valentine's Day in 2005.
Oh my god. I
Yeah.
was about to start high school.
I I was graduating middle school that year.
Yeah.
That's fucking wild.
Dude, what did we do before YouTube?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Like, I guess we just talked to each other or something.
Yeah, I mean, social media also hasn't isn't really like allowed us to be social either. Because when you
That's
really
true.
realistically look at it, like social media divides us. So
Oh
yeah,
my God, yeah.
we're posting on social media this, that, and the third thing, but then at the end of the day, we don't really have human connection. Like, what were you doing 20 years ago, Friday and Saturday nights? You were going out to people's houses, or you were going out in general.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays, what are you doing? You're sitting at home on your phone watching YouTube or
Brain
scrolling
rot.
Instagram. Yeah,
It's
literally.
fucking brain rot. Sitting on the couch with the posture of a shrimp. Just
Yes,
brain
now.
rot.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're doing nowadays.
That's
So
horrible.
Instagram was launched in October of 2010.
Oh my God. I didn't
Yep.
realize it was that old.
Yep.
I've only had an Instagram since I think 2018. And I'm going to be honest with you, I can trend when my social anxiety started, when I started getting into Instagram. I had it for a little while. And my girl was like, I was like, what do you even do with this? Just post pictures? And she's like, no, you can follow people. You can follow weightlifters. So I start following weightlifters and shit. Well, now here's 100 people that look better than me, that lift more than me, that have more money than me, and it's happening right in front of me. And then I was just telling my wife that with my transition, the first time I went through puberty, social media didn't really exist. And I was
Right.
kind of in the wrong body. So I didn't align up with like what girls were worried about or like what guys were worried about. I was lucky enough for me to be in the center. But now I'm going through puberty with social media because I see all these dudes that I think look better than me. That like I'm sitting here like I want your beard so fucking bad. You've been on T for a decade now, like, and it still may not even be in the cards for me, man. But like you wake up every day and you see where you wish you were at, and
Yeah.
it's starting to take away from these happy moments that I should be having in my transition. That I should be. I don't even document much of my transition anymore, which makes me really sad. Which I do want to say take so many videos of yourself talking, of doing so many that dude, I don't remember. And I swore that I would, and that was 2 years ago. And I
There's
stopped because social media.
yeah, at least back in the day when we were like all pre Instagram, we had Susans.org. It was like, okay, we're gonna record our voice and be like, this is my voice 1 month on testosterone. This is my
Yeah.
voice 6 months. This is my voice a year. And then you
Yeah.
just kind of like see all the progressive change and you're just like, holy fuck.
You're like, where did this whole ass dude come from? Shit.
Right. To touch on my beard, this is all genetics. This thing came out of, when I say nowhere, I literally mean no fucking where. I didn't
Yeah.
plan for it. I was like, you know what? I'll take a little bit of stubble. And then, like, 2 years
Your
later, my
body
face was
said,
like,
bitch.
yeah, no, seriously. It was just like, woof. I was like, okay, I guess this is
Yeah.
where we're at.
Remind
So
me, sorry, you had mentioned that you had PCOS. That does that have an effect on facial hair growth? Because I thought that I had read that in one of our groups.
I'm not 100% certain. Now I can say if I'm wrong, somebody quote me. Um, But I know PCOS. If you don't know what it stands for, is polycystic ovarian syndrome. Basically, in layman's terms, it's cysts on the ovaries that prevent estrogen from being made. So when I was in high school, I did have a little bit of facial hair. I did have, the start of a mustache. I mean, I did have a little bit of peach fuzz on my chin, but that was about it. Um, so yeah, that's what PCOS did for me, and then it dropped my voice. So I didn't. I when it comes to my transition, I had it easier than a lot of other people. I was very fortunate in it, and I recognize that um, because I was passing up until I was 24 years old, still working full time, and going to the gym and out socially as my formative name, with my dead name, as a dude.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I know socially I've been out since I was 10, but anything else is just like, meh, whatever. Kind of fall by
Yeah,
the wayside.
for sure. That's crazy, man. That's a glorious beard too. I mean,
I
shit.
appreciate that. Thank you.
I was looking at my dad and I was like, "What do you think, Dad? You think I can grow a beard?" He's like, "I've been trying to grow a beard for 50 years, so I don't know." He's like, "Look at your uncle, look at your cousin. No, you can't grow a beard." I was like, "Shit." I was like, "Well, shit." And he gave me his fucking hairline. I was like, "Oh, dude, all the shit I made fun of my dad for losing hair and not being able to grow a beard, and then here I am."
Shit, my dad doesn't have any hair and he doesn't have a beard, and I'm just like, I'll take it.
You got
You know,
it.
like whatever, I'll take it. I kind of mirror
Exactly.
my uncles as far as like beard and hair goes. My uncle Kevin, he's starting to lose his hair, and I'm on the way out there. So
Gonna say, keep an eye on that, man. I didn't expect it. I didn't expect it, man. And then somebody took a picture of me from the back, and I was like, that ain't me. I was like, no.
ooh,
And then I'm looking at my barber.
ooh,
I'm like, man, you're getting pretty far back on my fucking head there. Do we think? Do we think? He's like, no, man, I'm just trying to get it tightened up here. You don't ever want to hear your barber when he's on your hairline say, I'm just trying to get it tightened up here. It ain't good. It's not looking good for you.
I the last time I went to get my haircut, I told my barber, I was like, "Don't touch my hairline," and he was like, "Why?" I was like, "Because I'm losing my hair." What do you mean? I was like, "You see it?" He was like, "Yeah, you're right. It is kind of thin." I was like, "Don't touch it."
Please, just leave me what I have, please.
Yeah, seriously. Like my hair is already thin thanks to the fucking gear use, but I
Yes,
want to keep what I got. So shit.
dude. Yeah, and Rogaine ain't no good. That shit's
No.
so bad for your everything.
And then minoxidil, you have to keep using it once you start.
See, that was the whole reason I didn't do that. I'm not adding one more thing to my daily routine, dude. It'll wreck me. I can't,
Yeah.
like, no, no.
I like to keep my routine very short, simple.
Yeah,
That's it.
exactly.
I brush my teeth in the showers.
Saving time, saving water, dude. Wait, hang on, because now I got to ask, where do you keep your toothbrush? Do you keep your toothbrush and the toothpaste in the shower, or is it like you
Yeah,
get
but
it ready
okay.
and then get in the shower?
So my toothbrush has its own little perch. So I've got like my little I've got my hair shit and my body, and then it's got its own little perch and it hangs by itself. So people please don't judge me for this.
There's levels to this shit.
Look, but again, it does save time and it does save water because while I'm waiting for the conditioner to like condition my beard and my hair, I could just brush my teeth.
There you go.
It's quick.
Start your day, man.
Yeah, my showers are like 10 minutes.
Oh shit, I'm in there for fucking 45 minutes at least, doing concerts,
Oh
doing
man.
meet and greets, doing a little posing, thinking about that argument, that line that I could have delivered in that argument from 2013.
Oh,
A
it's
little bit
always like 2
crying.
years later. It's always after the fact. It's like I should have said this, and then it's like,
Yeah, it makes you want to text them and be like, per my last email, bitch, and then say whatever it was you're going to say, and then throw your phone into a river.
no, seriously, go ghost. So me and my ex, we weren't really in a relationship, even though we were kind of like doing boyfriend girlfriend shit. And
Hmm.
she was like, we tried and it didn't work. And in my head, literally a day later, I was like, I should have said this. And it was like, but you didn't. But like my line would have been, but you wouldn't allow me in to try. Like you
Send
always
her a
kept me
letter
at
and
arm's
just write
length.
that with no return address. She'd be like, "What the fuck is this?" And you're like, "Exactly." I hope that
or
I
she's
hope that squared everything away for you.
or she's gonna hear this episode and she's gonna message me and be like, Scott, what the absolute fuck?
Shit. Let
Look,
me know if she
woman,
does. I like to creep on people's exes. I'm not gonna do anything, but I just want to know. I just gotta see.
she when I like I'm still hung up on her, and I still
Mm.
to this day love her. Like she's done me so wrong, but I'm just like I would drop everything for you.
Can I ask on this podcast publicly? I mean, I guess you could edit it out later, but what caused you guys to go your separate ways?
She disrespected my clients.
Shit.
Yeah,
Like
and
verbally, like said some shit, or it was like,
like it was mainly through text, but like she would insinuate that I was sleeping with one of them, and I'm just like, the answer is absolutely not. I don't cross those lines. I never have, and I never will. Some people like to. I I like my clients. I like being able to sleep at night, you know? I like having clean hands. This world's already fucked up as it is. Like,
Dude, and there
you've
are a lot of
never met.
shit trainers out there.
There are, yes, absolutely. There are trainers that will literally sleep with their clients just to make them to get them to progress. And I'm just like, I'm not that person at all.
Dude, yes.
Um, but yeah, like she's disrespected them, and I'm just like, you've never met these people. Why are you disrespecting them? So I told her, I was like, look, this is the last time I try to keep you in my life. So bye.
Hmm.
And
And
then she
how'd she
decided
take
to come
that?
back. She We stopped talking for like a month and a half, and then she unblocked me on Mother's Day, and I messaged her happy birthday, and then we started talking again. So yeah.
Y'all better scooch over then, because I'm about to join your relationship then. Let's just keep everything interesting. I don't know what I'm going to tell my wife, but I don't know.
uh, I need to get over her though. That's something that I definitely need to do. But
There you go.
as I said,
Somebody DM Scott and let him know, because I don't know. I mean, for all I know, I'm still hung up on every single person I've ever dated in my life. I don't know. I don't know how to get over somebody.
look, we're just living and learning, man. That's all it is.
That's it. That's it. Shit,
We
you are
are
so
our own.
that reminds me, on a serious note, something I do want to say is there was like a theme, and it's happened and it's going to continue to happen, of people that are checking in butt ass naked for their coach. And it's more obviously, I see it with
Oh, I saw that
cisgender
on.
male coaches. Yes.
Oh,
If
I
your
saw that on
coach ever
Goob.
asks you to
Don't do it. Run away.
do photos naked, or or if you have things on that are making you comfortable and they say to take them off, that is an absolute no. Never. No coach will ask you that. No,
Correct.
there's absolutely no fucking reason for it. And I cannot believe
The
how many people are getting duped by that.
correct. The bare minimum that I think you should have on if you're a bodybuilding coach is what you plan on wearing on the stage. That's it. If if you're a bikini model, okay, cool, wear that. But anything less than that, no, run the fuck away.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
I
Especially lifestyle clients. If you're not getting on stage, you don't need to be in a thong with no top for your coach. There's absolutely no reason. They don't need to see
correct.
the
They don't
separation
need
and
to
the
see your titties.
striation. Yeah, exactly. You're a lifestyle client. Nobody's looking at the striations in your glutes. With like,
Yep.
yeah. Yes. And I
Unless you are specifically talking to your coach as him and having you step on stage, there's no reason for you to be naked at all.
exactly.
Nothing. No reason.
Yes.
That is fucking
Terrifying,
bullshit.
dude.
That it's yeah. Oh my god. And it's fucking bullshit that there are trainers out there that are taking advantage of people.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Dude, and
I can't.
you can't you got coaches taking programs from other coaches and then passing them as, and like stealing photos and shit. I mean, it's insane the links that people will go to.
And there's also coaches that are using ChatGPT to write
Oh
their
my
programs
god.
too.
Yeah. Dude,
And I'm
I
just
just
like,
called
I
somebody out yesterday in a group, and the dude freaked the fuck out on me. I was like, you know how ChatGPT uses those little hyphens, and it's like, I, at least for me, because I use ChatGPT so much, I can tell when it's ChatGPT. Like, I know
right.
that you don't talk like that. I've talked to you in person, and you don't do like that. Is 100% not you. We talked on the
This
phone,
is
and
your
you sounded like an
vocabulary.
idiot.
This is your vocabulary. This is
Yes.
what you're giving me. What is going on?
Like, you're not using words like fiduciary in a fucking random, like, come on, come on with this shit. But you do have people that it's like, somebody will ask a question, I'm like, you just copied and pasted that in the chat GPT and then posted it and acted like that was your shit. And I'm not starting, I'm already there, like, fed up with that shit, where a lot of people don't know what the fuck they're talking about anymore, because at any second you can turn and you have 17, you have Facebook, Instagram, anything, chat GPT to give you the answer that you
Yup.
want. And
100%.
so you
That's
don't
why
know who's real and who knows their shit anymore.
that's so true. That's why whenever I talk, I always like, please correct me if I'm wrong, and then I go off of what I already know.
Yes.
So like if I'm mid conversation with
Yes.
somebody and they're like, actually, this is the truth, and I'm like, okay, cool, I was wrong, my bad. That that's taking accountability for yourself, not just in a professional standpoint, but also like in a personal.
Yes.
Like it shows that you are coachable, not just professionally, but also personally. You know?
Yes.
And I do agree. I hate when people use ChatGPT and like are peddling it as their own shit. Like,
Shit's
come
wild, right?
on. Not just that, it's wild as fuck, but also how much free information is out in the fucking world right now?
Exactly.
You
There's
can
so
use
much of
fucking
it.
so much. You can use YouTube. You can literally Google any question you have. You can literally Google it and get a web document and fucking read it in 5 minutes and get your answer.
Dude, the best
But
cues
people,
I got for bench and deadlift were free. they,
oh
they were
yeah,
free. I mean, it like, yeah. I remember the first, it was like Jen Thompson, the power lifter. And she
I know
said,
who she is.
when you're benching, you, instead of thinking of pushing the weight, you're thinking of pushing yourself back into the bench as hard as you possibly can. That one cue clicked for me, and I went to the gym the next day and added 25 pounds to my bench. And so now every
That's a
time I
very
bench, I have to pause and I have to think, shove my back through the bench instead of pushing the bar away from me. I was like, I literally never thought of that. I just thought of pushing it. And
that's
that,
I'm not gonna lie, that's a very solid cue. That's
right?
that's perfect.
That is, so shout out to Jen Thompson.
Yeah,
Also, everybody
seriously.
give her, dude. She is the shit too. She's an all
I
natural or a power lifter.
yeah, I've been following Jen for 5 6 years now. She's in the Midwest. She's one of the strongest female benchers pound for pound,
Yes.
at least in USAPL. I can't remember if she's gone powerlifting America yet, but she's up there in age. I think she's like 45 or something like that.
Yeah, and she's a teacher, so she's not
She is,
an
yeah.
influencer peddling bullshit online, which is great. We love
No,
that.
she's one of the good ones.
Yeah. Yes.
She is definitely one of the strongest. She is 52 years old.
Isn't that insane, dude?
She competed last in September at Raw Nats for USAPL. Her best squat was 352. She attempted 314 but failed it. And she has a 430 deadlift. Her best bench all time is 327. And
See, and
mind
that's
you, she
insane.
yeah, and mind you, when she hit that bench, she was 148.9 pounds.
All natural too, no
All
gear,
natural,
nothing.
yes.
Like that is just brute fucking strength.
100%. That's years and years of training because like she started powerlifting in 99 when she was 26. Weight has looked like she's been around the same weight, like just fluctuated like 20 pounds. So her first meet, she was 132, and now she's about 145.
I mean, that's
So,
just staying in your weight only fluctuates by like 20 pounds in 20 years, and you're still able to bench two times your body weight. That's now, I don't know about you, but that's where my trainings come. Like the clanging and banging is fun, but I want to be able to be 52, 53, and still going to the gym every day without being in constant pain.
oh yeah, lifting, especially, I pedal everything. I always tell my clients, it's like, look, it's not about short term goals, it's long term.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you see yourself in 20 years? Like, do you want to continuously be able to take a shit
Yeah, and
with
stand
or
up from the
without help?
yes, wash
This,
yourself, do all this
oh yeah,
shit. Yeah.
yeah, powerlifting is definitely, it takes a toll on the body. That's absolutely for sure. That's why you see people fizzle out within like 10 years,
Mm-hmm.
especially people that just go hard in the gym all the time that don't take the time to actually like recover and take their time. And it's just like, well, that's why you fizzled out.
Dude, yes. And that when your strength starts going up and you have those weeks or those months where you go in the gym and you just keep maxing out and hitting new, no, and myself included, you just want to throttle it. You don't want to back off. You're like, why would I back off now? Why would I lower the fucking weight? I just smashed 20 pounds more than I did last week or the week before. I'm going to keep fucking
Right.
going. And I wrecked my shit doing that. So knowing, and a coach would know, knowing, all right, we need to give my CNS a break before I deadlift and I pop a hamstring or some, because your body at some point is going to decide we're not doing this. You just don't know
Correct.
when, and you don't know what it's going to be. And every
Correct.
time, because I haven't been in a powerlifting meet in over a decade now, and I'm sure you know that every time you go to squat, bench, or deadlift, if there is something that goes wrong, it could be that could be it. Like
Oh yeah,
that could
no,
be I'm not going to be lifting anymore. That's the end of it.
correct.
So you know that going into it, and you're
Yeah.
doing everything you can to minimize the possibility of that.
Yep. I had a client that before he was going into prep, he was supposed to start prep beginning of January. He had been going hard all November and December, and I was like, all right, look, let's take 2 weeks. Let's give your body a break. You're on track to squat mid fives. We're gonna take a break, and we're gonna let your CNS heal, let your CNS reset. I was like, I want you to eat. He's like, all right, cool. Right before, because I had him. He, it's funny because his third attempt, actually his second attempt squat, he took it for 5 reps at
Shit.
RP 8. That
Oh,
projected him to squat 530 plus. This is in December before he's supposed to start prep. And then all that shit happened between me and him. And then
mm.
we we had a major falling out, and he started prep in January. And then he was like, "I'm done with this," and I was like, "Okay, bye."
No, I'm done with this. Shit.
Yep. So, and I'll pull up his open powerlifting now.
Ooh.
His third squat, he missed his opening squat, 418. He took that again for his second, and then his third was 440. He took an opening bench at 242, missed his third at 286.
Mm.
Mind you, the last time he benched with me, he took 275. I want to say for like 3 or something like that.
Shit.
Yeah. And then he missed his third deadlift of 496. So he put 80-ish pounds on his total, but had not been like, I'm done with this, I almost guarantee his 1300 that he wanted would have.
Yeah.
And I've talked
Uh,
with another client too, and he was like, I can see it. Because I'm not the smartest coach, I'm not the best coach, but I am a good coach. I see the weaknesses, I see what needs to be done, and I fix your weak points.
yeah.
I don't
You
have a
literally take the
352.
guesswork out.
Yeah, I don't have a 352 bench for nothing. I haven't pulled 562 for fucking nothing. And I haven't squatted 551 for nothing. This prep coming up, I'm looking to hit 1450.
Nice.
Knock on wood.
Yes. Dude, from the
So,
videos, I think you got it from what you've been sharing on your story.
fingers crossed. I got a deadlift only meet coming up in June. So, we're going to see what happens there for my deadlift. My hamstring insertion on the right side has been giving me a little bit of problem, but you know.
How's that calf doing, man? Shit.
Oh, calf is fine. I have no pain.
Dude. Ugh.
There's no pain at all when I squat. I just got new A7 knee sleeves. They're the flexy ones. They're not the super sturdy ones, but they're fine. It's rocking that shit out with my cock out, and I'm just like, yeah, let's go, let's
Dude, I
go.
love that. I love that.
I Yeah, I can't wait to actually squat on a straight bar again. It's gonna be so much fun.
And when are you doing that? When's after the deadlift only meet?
My full power meet with USPA is October 11th in Winchester, Kentucky. So I will be
Shit.
with so many white people.
Dude, hey, that's what, 2.5 hours away from me, man. So I'll be out there for sure. I got you.
Are you coming to support me?
Yeah, man. No, yeah, I ain't
Fuck
lifting that
yes!
shit, dude.
Let's
Hell yeah, man. I
go!
got you. Yeah. I'll bring my wife, I'll bring the kid, I'll bring the dog, I'll bring the whole fucking family. We'll be in there.
Hell yeah! You'll meet my
Got you, man.
my best friend. She's gonna be handling me that meet. She
Perfect.
gets to see and hear all my antics come meet day. So I'm actually really looking forward to it.
Good deal, man. This is exciting. Yes. Yeah, send me the
I'm really
date.
excited. Yes.
Dude, yeah, send me all the info when we're done and I'm going to put it on my calendar. I'll be there for sure.
Hell
That
yeah.
ain't nothing. Dude, I'm
Yeah,
from
we'll
the
work out the
Midwest.
logistics.
If it's less than a 16-hour drive, I'm driving. I'll be there. There's no problem. Like, oh, that's only two and a half,
It's just down the road.
190 miles down the road. Yeah, that's no. I'll be back in the
Yeah.
afternoon. Shit.
I was supposed to go down to Norfolk today and I didn't want to. I woke up and I was like, okay, it's a 3 hour ride from my house. I pull up the GPS, it says 4.5, and I'm just like,
Oof.
fuck? How the
Hell
hell?
no.
And all I saw was red in Quantico, red in Richmond, red in Newport News, and I was just like,
It's
nope.
gonna be a no from me, dog.
Yeah, big ass no. I was like, nah, nah.
See, dude, we're having the Indy 500. It's tomorrow. So today, or no, it's Sunday. I keep thinking today's Saturday. So today was carb day. Fucking horrible driving through my home state, dude, with all these out of towners and shit. I went to the Indy 500 one time. It was fucking horrible. I went, whatever. It's hot. Everybody's drunk. Everybody's racist. If like everybody's white.
Not that everyone's racist.
Dude, it's just and you have to park a million miles away, so you're piss ass drunk, dehydrated, and
Oh,
like have
fuck.
had all these like slurs slung at you, and then you got to walk 10 miles back to your car. It's fucking horrible, fucking horrible.
Fuck
But
that.
there is it's at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and there's a Speedway gas station next to it. So if you're in Speedway, you can go to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway in Speedway and hit the Speedway if you'd like. Just
So
a
many
little Indiana
speedways.
humor for you.
So
You're like,
many
why did I
speedways
ask
in
this
that sentence.
asshole? Dude, you're like, this guy fucking sucks.
Oh,
Shit. That's
I
all
did
we
not
got,
say
man.
that. You are putting words in my mouth, sir. What is going on?
I'm projecting. Hey, I meant
So
to
much
ask
projection.
you, and I got to ask before I lose my train of thought, because believe it or not, that tends to happen. When you got a client in prep and they're way ahead of schedule, like you're talking like 2 weeks ahead of schedule, I want to hear from you because I've talked to coaches that I didn't necessarily agree with, but I want to hear from your perspective. Your client's coming to you and he or she's rapidly progressing. Where's your head at as a coach when that
Are we
happens?
talking pounds or just like? I would imagine you're talking pounds, right?
Yeah.
Prime example. This motherfucker in California.
Ooh, leave it to
he knows.
California.
He knows exactly who I'm talking about because he's gonna be like, "Oh fuck, Scott."
Oh shit. Well, whoever this is, I didn't mean to get your ass called out, but I was
No,
just
it's fine because I love him so much. I love that he's like a go getter. He's just like yes, yes, and yes. He's my
yeah,
yes guy.
dude. Fuck yeah.
He currently I have him projected to squat mid fives at the end of July. So
Nice.
basically, all I would do if he's since he has been ahead of schedule pound wise, I just up the weight. That's it.
Gotcha.
I just up
Yeah.
the weight. I keep the sets, the reps all the same. I keep the RPE the same. I up the weight. So I think next week he is projected to squat. I can actually tell you because I have the app pulled up right here. Bring the call back here. What did I do? Okay. So he is projected to squat. We're week 10. So he just came off of a deload.
Oh, I hate deloads.
I'm gonna punch this motherfucker in his face.
See, I did get his ass in trouble now.
You did. Just a
You
little
imagine
bit. It's okay.
getting in trouble on a podcast shit. Like fuck, they're talking about me on a podcast right now.
So we are 10 weeks out. I think we're 10 weeks out. We're 9 weeks out. So he's got singles coming up. So he is going to be taking 480 for a single, and that should be 480 at like RP 8.
Okay.
So we're gonna see what happens.
Yeah.
Um, because I think this week is
Now is he one to get squirrely on the deload and start adding weight, or is he I'm on a
no.
deload?
So I've been working with him since October of 23. He's actually gotten like smart as far as his deloads go, and actually does deload. He doesn't add weight or reps. He's just like everything feels good, and I'm like, good. It's
Yeah,
supposed to.
that's what we want. That's what we
we're
want.
supposed like we're trying to manage, accumulated fatigue and all that shit. So it's just like,
Yeah,
all right, let's take the volume from 10 down to 5 and call it there. So he's actually gotten really smart when it comes to deloads and shit. I've had a couple of clients that just like, all right, it's deload, we're gonna go balls to the wall, and I'm just like,
it, that's me. See, and that's why I've only had one coach, and we went our separate. We parted amicably. Amicably, you know what I'm trying to say. We
I know
parted
what you're
on
trying to
good
say. Yes.
terms, and I have realized that I rebuke it if somebody's like, we're deloading. I'm like, cool, and I go in there the second that motherfucker feels light on the warm up. I'm going all out. I don't give a shit. You're gonna get a fucking message from me that says, hey, I just maxed out, and I think we've got something great going here. And your face, exactly. You're blowing everything we've trained for. Like that's literally, I can't do it. I won't do it. And then I'm like, oh, you got me doing singles, but I think if we do clusters, like it. See, and I know that's why I don't hire a coach, because I would be the fucking worst. Like I'm not gonna do that to people. That's like the boomer equivalent of like hiring an online coach. Is like I'm gonna hire you, not do what you say, and then bitch you out when I don't get what I want. Like, and I'm aware of that.
Yeah. There's this one kid. I don't think he's gonna hear this, but there's this one kid down in New Zealand. I think it is. He's got a really shitty coach, and then he like goes into this group chat and he like talks shit about his coach, and I'm just like, fire him.
Literally,
Like I've seen his programming multiple times, and it is shitty. I'm like, yo, fire this motherfucker. Like you're
yeah.
not progressing at all, and it's been 2 years. What are you
Oof.
doing with your life?
Some rounded back deadlifts and fucking plateauing.
Bruh.
I've been
Like, in
seeing a
this
lot of
kid,
that shit, dude. The rounded back deadlifts.
form overweight.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say. Form overweight. I
Yes.
can't.
It.
I would much rather see you pull 135 100 times with a perfect form than for you to pull 315 with a shitty back.
Yes. Or getting the shakes. That's how I am when I'm doing more weight than I should, and I'll call myself out because it's up on my Instagram now. Me locking out, and I look like I'm being fucking electrocuted. Like it. Yeah.
Whoops. Look, that was
Yep.
me with what, like 501 5 at 530 actually a couple of days ago. I pulled it and I was doing the shakes.
I mean,
Yeah,
you
it was
got to get
great.
it squirrely every once in a while, but you can't make
It
a
is
habit
very
of it.
true.
And the young guys think that they can do it, and you can, and that's what's scary. Is
Yeah.
how much abuse your body can take in your teens and 20s, and then it all hits you in your 30s. Where you're like, I yawned, and now I have a headache, and now I can't see out of one of my eyes. Like, what the fuck is happening to me? Like, what the hell? Like I threw my back out scooping potato salad at the family picnic yesterday. Like, this shit. I see y'all doing bent over rows with 80-pound dumbbells, and I'm here for it, and I love it. But goddamn,
It's like, can you
you
fix
crap
your
your
fucking
pants in
form?
your 30s, dude.
Yeah, seriously. Seriously. I ever since I tore my ACL and my MCL back in high school, and some people know this. Playing rugby. So like anytime I squat, I'm fucking terrified that my leg is gonna snap in half.
Yeah.
Not even joking.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is it. This is when it's gonna break.
Yes. That's what's scary too is a lot of physical therapists and sports medicine doctors don't work with power lifters. Like I remember talking about my deadlift to one of my surgeons after I had my hysterectomy, and I'm like, "Well, how long before I can max out?" And she's like, "What's your max?" And I said, 475. And she said, "Oh my god, like that's like a car." And I'm like, "No, it's not. It's not even close to that. And you're about to perform
It's
surgery on me. What the hell?" Like, they don't know. They're like, I guess 20 weeks. Like that's fine. They're just
20
ignorant
weeks.
or
That's almost half a fucking year. What do you
yeah,
mean 20
exactly.
weeks?
And I maxed out after 8. So, and I was fine. And she was like, "Yep, you're good." But it's like a shot in the dark of I'd rather tell you 6 fucking months than have an issue after however long.
Yeah, I'd rather you overheal than under.
Exactly. Unless you
Cause
can
like
afford a really, really expensive doctor, your doctor's not going to
that's
know anything about weightlifting.
that's true. I've had a couple of clients come back from top surgery, and I'm just like, we're gonna take 12 weeks of slow and go because I
Hmm.
don't want you to tear anything, and I don't want to be the reason behind it.
Yeah.
End of story. Like cause like I've had one guy. He was just like, all right, I feel fucking great. Let's put 60 pounds up. But 60 pounds was your PR prior to top surgery.
Yeah.
What? No. Let's take that 60 and turn it into 30.
Yes.
What are you doing?
Yeah, the stretching that you get. That's so we're both pre-top surgery, and that was one of the big things for me is of course I wanted the keyhole surgery of everybody
Yep,
fucking
same.
I shouldn't speak for everybody, but that's what I wanted. My nipple placement is apparently shit, so
My
I
nipples are
have
too
to
small.
That's a good
I
problem
like
to have, isn't it?
I've been to two surgeons so far in the DC area, and they're both actually, yeah, two here, and then I had two consults, one from California and one from PA, and they were all like, "Your nipples are too small," and I'm just like, "How is that a problem?"
Thanks, doc. Like,
Right?
like maybe your nipples are too fucking big then. Like, what the hell? I didn't
Like
get the too small. I got
I
the.
don't think that's too small.
It's like look. I'm sitting here and I'm looking at an average size nipple right now. To be honest, I'm looking at an average. I'm not a doctor, but I've seen a lot of nipples, and that's average size to me. See, and
And
I'm getting
everybody,
the DL instead. I think that's what it is. I think that's
double
what it's
incision.
called. Yes. So
I do not want double incision, and I'm going to be frank. I've seen a lot of shitty double incision scars, and I'm just like, I can't do it. I refuse. I've I've built my chest enough to where I should be qualified for keyhole.
yeah,
There's I like why should I have to settle for double?
that's exactly how I felt too.
You know. So
Yes. I feel like we should say too, or I'll speak. I don't want to speak on behalf of you, but uh, it's a personal preference. I'm not like we're not saying at all that anybody's surgery like whatever. I mean, it is what it
correct.
is. It's whatever. Some people don't keep their nipples, and I said I want to keep mine, and if they need to, I want them to be resized. I want it to look like a man's chest, and in my mind, a man's chest that I'm picturing, especially with how much time we spend in the gym working on our bodies, and I'm already so used to if I go to a pool or anywhere and I take my shirt off, everybody's staring at you. If I
Right.
go to a pool top post top surgery and it's supposed to be like the happiest freeing moment of my life and people stare at me, it will send me spiraling faster than you could imagine. So
No, I definitely agree.
I want my chest to blend, and in my mind that was keyhole surgery, and I don't want the incision, but I'm also set to have surgery in December, but I have another
Congratulations.
consultation. Thank you, my friend. And I have another consultation, and I'm going to see. And I'm honestly planning to go around until I get the answer that I want, and I know that that's a risk because if 10 doctors tell me no and one tells me yes, there's a chance that I'll be pissed off. But that's just one of the lovely things about being transgender, isn't it? that the Republicans seem to get pissed off about is that I might be unhappy with my top surgery scars, therefore they have to bully me. Like,
Right.
like what the fuck are you like? I'll take whatever I get, good, bad, or whatever. I mean, but
It's like I'm already dealing with this dysphoria. Why are you gonna make it worse?
like literally, what are you so fucking worried about? All these cisgender men describing like their perfect ideal man of men being real men. Like, what is this conversation that we're having right
Are
now?
you gay?
Oh, it's
That's what
feeling
I would say.
gay.
It's like, dog, are you gay? Like
It's
it is
giving
low key,
gay.
100%. It is. It's giving. You want a cock in your ass, or you want it in
Yes,
your mouth.
this is
And
so.
I'm also
Yes,
really glad that this is rated R for our podcast because
I
holy
almost
shit.
asked you if I could cuss, and then I was like, well,
We're already
yeah,
talking about cock and shit, so it's like
it
whatever.
is
I
what
think
it.
I
I
have it
mean,
set for explicit. So
rated M for
because
mature.
I know me, I am going to cuss and I am
Yes.
not I already have to not cuss at work as it is.
Oof.
Yes.
See, I'm a landscaper. They expect me to cuss when I'm out
That's
there.
fair.
That
You you got blue collar work, I got white collar work where I sit behind a
see,
desk all day.
see, and I would not fit in a place like that. You could not have me in a place like that, man.
Well, I work with law enforcement, so you might.
Oof. I'll be on the other side of the counter when I come in, man. It ain't gonna be good. It ain't gonna be good. Shit.
If my coworkers just so happen to come across this podcast, just know I love you guys and I'm very thankful to be working where I am. Just
Yes.
saying.
Yes. You're like, I'm thankful for my house and for my lights and for food and whatever else.
I'm look, if you knew me 10 years ago, you would be like, "Dog, I'm so proud of you." Because so I was thinking about it, like something Facebook memory popped up and it was just like my letter of being homeless. And I was like,
Mm,
"What the fuck? What is this?" So I read it through and it was just like me being like 100% crystal clear and transparent. And it was like, at this moment, I'm sitting in Pacific Garden Mission in Chicago.
shit.
PMC is a homeless shelter. So it's men and women, but they have you divided. Men were on one side, women were on the other, and I passed enough to where I was with the dudes. So you can imagine my face when they're like, "You have to take a shower with everybody," and I'm like,
Mm.
"No."
Dude, my heart
So
just
it's like,
dropped.
yeah. So it was like locker room
Yeah.
style showers, and I was like, "I have a vagina, guys. What are you doing?"
Oh, fuck. So would they move you over
So
to the other side?
no, fortunately, they allowed me to take a shower separately from everybody. So they had like a downstairs bathroom that you could take a shower in, and that's where I was taking a shower. Um, But I say that because now I look at my life and I'm just like, I'm doing exactly what I wanted to do. I work with law enforcement. I work for two different government agencies. I run my own business. I have a great car. Live in a nice house. Like I'm doing exactly what I wanted to do. So if
Fuck
you're
yeah.
listening to this and you're like, I don't know where I'm going in my life, just understand life works out the way it's supposed to.
That's a
And
fact, man.
I'm not just saying that to bullshit. Like I literally am saying that because life happens the way it's supposed to. Um, the universe or God is never late. It's always on time. Like you don't get to, you control your destiny to a certain extent, but the actions that you do today will impact your life for tomorrow.
Yes, dude. You got me like wanting to like start writing in my journal and like doing all this other like I feel like I need to like levitate out of my seat and go fucking do so. Dude, let me start by saying I'm seriously so proud of you. Like I know this is our first time like
Thank you.
officially meeting, but it literally doesn't even feel that way, dude. Like it seriously and this is badass and I am so happy to hear that and I love when my homies are on the come up. Like, dude, yes. I'm fucking proud of you. I know everybody listening to this is proud of you. I mean,
Thank you.
you
Thank you.
you made it happen, man, and look how many lives you're changing through this
Trying to
podcast,
change.
through that. You're doing it, man. I think if you asked any of your clients, they would say.
Yeah,
I mean,
they would
shit.
say they hate how they get programmed, but they love
They're
it
like,
overall.
Scott,
So
fuck him.
like, fuck
Depends
this
on what week.
motherfucker.
If I ask him on a deload week, they'll be like, yeah, he's great. He's the best guy ever. We love him.
or they'll get programmed 5x12 for Bulgarian squats.
I'd be like, I'm never speaking to that dude again. I'm like, shit, not me leaving the gym again for getting to train legs for the 15th time this year. I ended up doing bicep curls for 45 minutes.
Ugh, that's when you get like legs only for like weeks.
Dude, that's what, yeah. I just started liking legs again. I hated them for the longest time, but I changed gyms, believe it or not. And I'm at a way better gym now, American Muscle Factory. And now I have there's 11 squat racks. There's probably 50 pieces of leg equipment. Fucking squat. Hey, I'll give that a 3. I'll give that one
My
a
bad.
3.
I apologize.
Dude, no, you should apologize because it was weak as shit. Come on, man. If you're gonna do it, fucking do it. Dude, I've been hack squatting 2 times a week every week, and my legs have fucking loved it. I'm big, and like this is gonna sound like such an asshole thing. I'm big on whatever my body responds to, and I ride it out
No,
as long as I can. And it's like I feel like not even just like a new piece of equipment, but you're like it never fails. My quads respond so well to hack squats, and my foot placement doesn't matter. They take over. So I use it as I use it on my quad days. Lying hamstring curls, my all time favorite hamstring. They have blown up my ass. My pants actually fucking stay up now. They are like, you gotta find, like, I'm telling you, and that's why I enjoy, and they don't make my joints feel like shit either when I'm
I
that's
wish
the biggest thing, man.
I wish I could find a movement that blows my hamstrings and my ass up. I
Yeah.
have such a small ass. Look, I'm gonna be real. All right, look, I'm not gonna sit here. I'm not gonna sugarcoat shit. Like I tell everybody, I will tell you like it is. I have a small ass. All right, that shit started as a pancake. You remember that Hank Hill episode
Yes,
where
where he
he's in
has
the
a little
doctor and he
ass.
shows his ass? That
And he
was
has
my
to get
ass.
he has to get like glute orthotics or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
that was my ass for like the longest time.
Yes. Dude, I'm with you. I'm with you. Dude, maybe it's a trans dude thing. No, it's not, because like it seems like a lot of trans dudes are like caked up. Look, I'm like trying to find an excuse for it. We just had flat asses.
You know what?
It's
No, I know what it is. It's what are you mixed with?
my dad's black and my mom is Scottish.
That's why. Okay,
Yeah.
so my
That's
mom is
why.
white. Look, my mom's white and she's French Canadian and Irish, and I'm black, right? My mom has no ass, like at all. I'm like, what the fuck?
Dude, and my dad, he's got a fucking ass for days. I'm like, how did my dad get an ass and me and my sister didn't? Like, what the? My wife's even like, yeah, your dad's fucking caked up. I'm like, God damn it, I got my
Yeah,
mom's ass.
I am not caked up in any aspect. Like,
You said in any ass spect.
and
That edible I took before this episode's kicking in, so you'll have to forgive me.
my cider is kicking in, so
I was wondering
I
what
have
you were
ha-
drinking.
I have half of mine to go get another one. So there's that. But yeah, like I have no ass, and it's gotten better. I will say I've done RDLs, I've done stiff leg deads, and I do glute drives. I do 5x12 glute Nautilus glute drives, and so far, like my ass is starting to get better, but it's still
Yeah,
flat.
dude. Yeah. Can I interest you in a lying hamstring curl?
Lying hamstring curls don't do shit for me.
Oh,
Like
that's so
I've got
unfortunate.
giant fucking hamstrings, but it's just my ass
Yeah,
is small.
that was the problem. My hamstrings were taking over, like RDLs and everything, dude, and my glutes would not fucking grow. So I had to.
Hold on,
It's
look.
no. Is it gonna be a picture
I'll
of your
send.
ass?
No, but I mean it's a side shot, but I'll send it to you. Like you're gonna be like, yeah, this dude ain't got no ass.
Dude,
Like it's a side shot, all right? So like I've
Hang
got
on, I'm looking at it.
great lower hamstrings, I've got great fucking quad sweep, but I've got zero ass.
Dude, but the good news is this could be easily photoshopped because you're right in front of a white wall, so we could just give you an ass in this. Nobody's seen this picture, so give me just a little bit of time to edit it and you'll be, dude, oh, that reminds me. After we talk, I want to send you a picture of someone who I swear to God is photoshopping his shit, and he's in our community and he's not going to fucking hear this.
No.
Uh so I'm gonna send it to you, and I want your opinion on if you think it's photoshopped, and if it is, I'm gonna go after the dude 100%. But that's a song for a different time. That made me think
I'm
of it.
actually
Honestly,
excited.
dude, in that in that picture, I'm more focused on the fact that you're just fucking ripped. Like you're like vascular in your forearms and your fucking triceps like popping and shit. And you're like, oh, but unfortunately, I don't have an ass. But no, you definitely do. It's hardly in the frame. Like, dude,
That is my
dude,
weakness of all time. My fucking ass.
how tall are you?
5'6" on a good day.
What about on a bad day? I was gonna say 5'4". Dude, that's me on a bad day, dude. When I stand
Rude.
up straight, I'm 5'11", but I walk
Oh,
around probably 5'10". Yeah, I got blessed
if I was 6 foot,
with the height, man.
6 foot, I would menace to society.
Dude, yeah. And the way you're fucking built, could you imagine? Like, dude, you'd be the world's strongest man. Like, you would look like one of them. Like, it would be fucking insane. You are built like a brick shit house, dude.
the
It's
brick shit
incredible, dude.
house.
Dude, I'm so jealous. I'm built like a
I'm gonna go
fucking
get pancakes
spaghetti
after
noodle,
this.
dude.
I
Like
just
tall
eat.
and
All
lanky.
right. I don't track anything. I just fucking
I don't
eat.
either. Shit, dude. In my
Like today,
BMI, I went for my bottom surgery consult. I'm at 30 on my BMI.
ow.
They don't take account for muscle. Then they do the female scale, and I'm like, dude, I had just deadlifted 450 and benched 220 before I walked in there. And they're like, you're obese, like by paperwork. Like my insurance company thinks I'm like clinically obese, which is we should eradicate BMI completely.
I
But
agree 100%.
it's not fucking accurate at all. And you're denying people surgery. Like where I'll lose the weight, but it's going to be muscle and glycogen and water.
Do you have abs?
I got I got a 6-pack under my keg.
But
I
but is
do,
it visible though? That's the question.
no. I have a firm outline, and I'll say that's what my wife likes, and I'm lucky because I like to eat candy and cake, and I don't like to do cardio.
First
So,
of all, I like candy cake and I don't do cardio, and I have a strong 6 pack. All right.
dude, you do too, shit. I've seen the pics,
First of
man.
all,
You got me
yeah.
wanting to go take some like thirst trap pictures, like get my ring light out and go in my
Do
bathroom
it.
and light some
Fucking do
candles and
it.
take some pictures.
Look,
It'll be
I'm
the
here for
thumbnail
it.
for
You
this
heard it.
episode.
You heard it first. Jodi is gonna start his OnlyFans off of these pictures. So
Hell yeah. It'll be grass, gas, and ass, dude. All of it.
look, it's gonna be. It would be a great montage. Best way to
I
make
think
some money.
so. Yes. Dude,
So,
yeah. I wish I had the face or the body for OnlyFans. Because I would
you
also
don't
I
even
wish
need
I
a
had more.
face.
You, I guess you
First of all,
don't.
hold on. Have you seen some of these bodies that are out here in porn? Like, you
I
don't
you
even need
know
a body either. You
when I go to porn, I go to one specific thing that I'm not going to say on this episode, and
no, that's fair.
I guess there's a body for everybody. There's a body for everybody, man. Like it.
Literally a body for everybody.
I'm hoping
Uh,
that everybody is wondering what porn I look at right now because I would be
I know I am.
dying
I don't
if
know
I
about
was
you guys. Okay,
listening. I'll tell
so
you after the show.
that's fair. So I'm gonna put a poll up to see what kind of porn Jody actually watches.
Yes.
I'm gonna have a couple of different selections, and by the time we go post our next episode, we should have a couple of responses. Because I'm
I'm
really
di-
curious.
It's probably not what you think, but then again, I don't know what you're thinking.
Look,
This would be good.
I
I'm excited. I'm nervous, but you know, in the spirit of putting it all out there, put it all out there, man. Shit. The winner
be ashamed of it either.
gets a high five, and I'll cash app you $1. How about that? Can you even cash app $1? Is there like a minimum?
Yes, you can. You can catch it.
Dude, hey man, I'll cash app you back for
Oh
that dollar you
Jesus!
let me borrow. What just happened?
My computer went blank, and I had a heart attack when it went blank. I guess it's because I didn't touch my keypad for a minute. It was just like, and we're gonna go to sleep.
Dude, I had a job working security one time, and I worked in an office with motion sensor lights, and I fell asleep so long that they all went off. Dude, I woke up, I was like, holy shit. I mean, I had to have been out for like an hour. I'm not going to say where
Jesus.
that was either.
Did you get
You
in
never
trouble?
know. Fuck no, it was the weekend. Nobody was there.
Perfect.
It's
So
a
it's
freaking
funny.
weekend.
Weekend jobs. I work part time at transit, and our lunches, well, at least my lunch, is 30 minutes, and I work from 9 a.m. to 7:30 p.m.
Holy
That's 10
shit.
hour. Yeah, that's 10 fucking hours of just sitting behind a desk. Mind you, I have one technician, so I don't do shit during the day. During my lunch, I took a nap. I clocked in, and I left to go get Panda Express. I came back and my manager was there.
Shit.
Yeah, I got in
Uh,
trouble,
Is
but not
that
as
when you
bad.
texted me? You sent me like a text that made me nervous, and then you went ghost for like 3 hours, and you were like, sorry, I got pulled into a meeting. We were talking about something really serious, and I shared my opinions with you, and then I just didn't hear from you for like several hours. I was like, oh shit. And you're
If
like,
it's
sorry, I
during
got
the
pulled in.
week, if it's during the week, it's more than likely a budget meeting,
Oh,
or
fuck.
like some logistical meeting. But if it's during the weekend, I don't get pulled into meetings for that job at all.
Well, luckily, I was dead on with what I said, and it didn't piss you off, and you had just gotten pulled into a meeting. But I was
Nah,
like, oh shit.
there's very few things that piss me off. Actually, I take that back. There's a lot of things.
I was gonna say every little thing pisses me off. So, and
Traffic pisses
it's
me off,
oh my god, dude, people. But it's like
and I live.
funny. It's funny how agitated we get about dumb shit. Because I know if I was somebody watching me, I'd be dying laughing. Like, dude, I'm like really getting bent out of shape about this shit. Like, what the fuck?
I live next to DC. I live right off of you know where FedEx Field is? You probably don't. It's Redskins Stadium.
Oh, shit, yeah,
So I can spit on the fucking stadium, right?
that's awesome.
No, it's not because I'm an Eagles fan.
Yeah, I saw
NFC
you posting
East.
all that shit too.
Fuck the Redskins. Anyway, that's my little rant. Um so I live next to the stadium, and any Sunday or anytime there's a concert, traffic all around my neighborhood
Mm,
is blocked. Last week we had ACDC come into town, and the circle, which is how I get to work and home, was closed. It took me
mm.
30 minutes to get to work when it normally takes me 6.
See, I would have clocked in. I would have clocked in even if I had made it to work. I'd have been like, for that fucking inconvenience, I ain't working today. See, that's how pissed off I get too. And it's everybody's fucking problem. I'm like, fuck all these people. I hope they have a terrible kind of time at the concert. I hope it sucks. I hope like it's like, God, dude, what is wrong with you? Get a hold of
Honestly, I
yourself.
should have called out. I should have been like, "Fuck y'all."
You sound bombarded in my house. There's a concert.
Yeah, it's like,
ACDC? How
yeah,
fucking old are they?
they're pretty up there. I know James from Metallica. He's like in his 60s or 70s,
Yeah.
and they're still touring too. They
Fuck
are
yeah.
in Philly right now, so I thought about going up there tomorrow. Well, no, they're performing right now. So I
Shit.
thought about going. Yeah, I thought about going up there on Sunday, but I was like,
Yeah. Dude, I'm missing in a Perfect Circle concert right
Perfect
now.
Circle is good. I hear that they are good in concert.
And they're
So
with Primus. And
never
like,
heard of Primus.
oh shit. Yeah, I would have liked to see that concert, but I found out about it too late and I didn't have a chance to go.
Ugh, that
I
sucks.
know.
Falling in Reverse is going on tour with a bunch of fucking people.
Yeah,
Um,
pre-sales were today, I think, or yesterday.
yeah, they were. So I told my brother, I was like, we're going to the one in Virginia Beach, and he was like, okay. So he doesn't
Yeah,
care. I drag him along to my concerts because I took
yeah,
him to go see Disturbed with 3 Days Grace and Seven Dust
fuck
back
yeah.
in May. That was his birthday present. And then this past week we saw Lakeview, Wage War, Stained, and Breaking Benjamin last night. No,
That's who we
Wednesday.
saw, man. We saw them last summer. That was a good
Yeah,
fucking show.
Breaking Benjamin is good live, and that
Yeah,
was
we're
my
seeing
first
them
time.
again. They're good, man.
Yeah, that
Did
was my first time seeing them.
what's his name from Stain? Aaron, whatever the fuck his name is. When they because it was whoever Breaking Benjamin and then Stain was last, and right before he left, man, he had just finished playing and he was like, "God bless Donald Trump." I was like, "Let's get the fuck out of here." I was like, "God damn it."
Oh,
I was like, "Rah." I
damn! I
mean,
did not
he's
know he was a Trump supporter.
hell yes, like die hard, dude. It's
Fuck.
unfortunate. Like, dude, he if you think of Stain and then he went and did his country shit and got real weird for a while, and of course now he's like, oh, Donald Trump. But like, if you look at Stain and then you look at his country shit, they are polar opposites. Like, it's the opposite of everything Stain ever sang about. Like it's bizarre, and I lean into the fact that he's just a grifter in that, and maybe he's not really that fucking stupid. But he does put on a good
Yeah,
show. I mean,
yeah. He was smoking cigarettes the whole almost the entire set list, and I
yeah,
was like, okay, whatever. But he ended it with God Bless America, and I was just like, okay,
it's a step up, I
yeah, solid
suppose.
step up. So
I
I really hope
associate
this thing
like
is still recording because it just froze on me.
patriotism with racism.
But good thing, the last time that this happened, it saved. Yep, there it goes. What did you do? Fucking what in the absolute fuck? Maybe it's still
Yeah, you're
recording.
frozen. It
I think it
says
might
it's
still be
counting over
recording.
here. It says an
Well,
hour
that's good.
seventeen
It's
45
frozen
and it's
on my
going up.
side. It's like two blank screens. You know what? Whatever. That's fine. I lost my train of thought. Good job, Scott.
Oh, we were talking about Stain.
Yeah, we were talking about Eric. Yeah, he said "God bless America" at the end, and I was just like, okay, cool, whatever.
Yeah,
And then they went
good
off,
enough.
and yeah, it was like, all right, whatever. You're out of here.
It's a good show though,
So
right?
yeah, it
They put
was
on a good show.
solid fucking show. I
Yes.
definitely enjoyed it. It's something that like I would probably go to see again, but I'm not gonna support Stained anymore. That's very unfortunate to hear.
We'll come see Breaking Benjamin in shit, I can't remember where we're seeing him at in like September.
Loud, louder than life.
That's what it is. Yeah. That's what it is.
Oh, you know what? I don't like you.
Are you talking to me or the computer?
No, I was talking to you. And the reason I don't like you is because I was logistically going over my head on okay, do I buy a louder than life ticket or do I just miss the concert? And I'm like, I'll just miss the concert. It's okay.
Why?
I'll miss
Why would
all
that even
most
be
of
an
my favorite
option?
bands. I wouldn't have time off from work.
Ah, dude. It's still early. You can't like request those days off real quick. I've been out of
So
the W2 game for so long, dude.
my problem is I go to Germany the week before. So I fly out to Germany August 31st and I fly back September 10th. And then
Jesus.
I fly down the 12th to go see Evanescence in Tampa.
Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah. Dude, I'm so
so
jealous.
but Evanescence is going to be at Louder Than Life. That's the thing.
Are they? I didn't even see that.
They are, yes.
Dude,
So if
that's
I
wonderful.
go so it's like if I go to there it is, my computer decided it wanted to unfreeze.
Yeah, I can
So if
see you
I go
now.
So if I go to Louder Than Life, then I see Evanescence twice. But the caveat is, I would get to see Sleep Token.
I don't know too much. I know their new shit because it's been all over the radio. I didn't even know anything about Sleep Token. I don't know. Somehow I missed that band
Yeah, Sleep
completely.
Token dropped. Sleep Token dropped even in Arcadia, and it's like, what the fuck?
Chef's Kiss.
Chef's Kiss.
Yeah.
There are 3 songs on that album that you could legitimately fuck to.
Dude, yeah, I love that. Dude, not
Um,
legitimate. It's like you could fuck to all of them, but these are the three you're really gonna want.
no, you could. Yeah, no, you definitely could. So, Past Self, Dangerous, and Provider. Provider is definitely a fucking song.
All right, hang
Dangerous
on. I'm
is
downloading these right now.
okay. I can get you in the mood. No, you got to listen to the whole fucking album. It can't just be
All
these
right,
3 songs.
but I have to keep those in mind that those are the ones that if you're gonna be
Correct.
fucking to any 8 songs on this album, these are
Correct.
the three.
Dangerous and
Okay.
Provider are 100% songs that are fucking fuck songs, and Past Self is 100% a fuckable song.
Okay. I just downloaded it. I officially have downloaded for the first time in my life a Sleep Token album slash song. That's exciting. I like their shit that they play on the radio.
To be a fucking worshiper.
You think? What if the
That's what
next
we
time
call.
we like met up for a call, I'm like wearing a shirt and a hat and like all this other shit. I'm like, oh, Sleep Token. You haven't heard of Sleep Token? like I'm a total asshole about it. I'm like, yeah. Anyway, so I got tickets. I'm like wearing a VIP shit. Like, what the fuck? I'd be
Fuck,
such an
since you're going
asshole.
to Louder Than Life, I might as well go.
Let's do it.
It's, it's a
Fuck yeah.
9 hour drive. All right, let me message Shelly and tell her that I'm gonna go. Uh,
Yes.
no, because
All right.
I met Shelly at Breaking Benjamin.
Wait, so you like just met this person?
Yeah, so
That's
she
incredible.
so my brother decided to start talking to these 2 girls like 2 seats behind us, like 2 rows behind us, and I was like, "What are you doing? We don't talk to people."
Wait, 2 rows behind you, was he talking over someone else to talk to these
No.
girls?
So Breaking Benjamin didn't sell out. There was like 2 rows of empty seats. And he just started talking to these chicks, and
Of
I was
course,
like in
yeah.
my head, "Why the fuck are you talking to people? I know,
Oh
no."
shit. Oh
So
no.
we start all talking, and come to find out, she lives like an hour from me, and she messaged me the next morning. So we got all of our socials, so we added each other to Facebook, and she was like, "Let me know if you plan on going to Louder Than Life," and I was like, "Okay, cool." Just like, I'm probably not gonna go. It's $500 for a ticket for the weekend.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was like,
Yeah.
fuck it. And then like looking over the set list, my brain is like, we should really go. We're only gonna be young once.
Exactly, dude. And all these bands are getting so old, they're not gonna tour much
So
longer.
you're
Like
not wrong. And
they're not
I'm
like
just like,
ACDC.
oh. And then you saying that you're just gonna go, and I'm just like, that just sealed the
That's
deal.
another
It's like,
thing.
okay.
I'm writing that down that after we get off of here, we need to coordinate tickets and what day we're going and shit.
Have you bought your ticket yet?
Nope. I'm gonna tell you right
What?
now. I was legitimately looking at the VIP shit. It is absolutely fucking outrageous. Did that just make you leave? Was that it? Was that the I was looking at the VIP shit. It was outrageously overpriced, but I was considering doing that. But fuck it. We'll just do whatever lawn regular tickets and we'll get it going.
Yeah, VIP is like $800, and I'm just like, no.
Yeah. Yeah. That's too much.
I originally was gonna go to Warp Tour, but once they released the lineup, I was like, no, I don't even
Yeah.
want to see half of these bands.
I already experienced Warp Tour in its prime. I don't need to do it again, man. I'm gonna leave it where it's at.
Yeah, save those memories.
Dude, I went to Warp Tour in 2010. It was on my 4th year going. And A Day to Remember was there. That was the only band I wanted to see. I mean, of course, I wanted to see everybody else, but that was what we were there for. And I looked at the map upside down and I went to the wrong fucking stage. And fucking Less Than Jake was playing. I stood through Less Than Jake's whole fucking set. That asshole was up there with a saxophone and cargo pants being a dickhead. And I was like, dude, A Day to Remember is supposed to be out here. And I finally look at my phone and my friends are like, where the fuck are you? A Day to Remember is fucking tearing it up right now. I watched 30 minutes of Less Than Jake and missed A Day to Remember. I swear to God, I was so fucking mad. And so I'm going to leave it at that. That was the last year I went and I don't need any more. God,
I'm
that
sorry.
sucked. Thank you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the trauma bond that happened with less than Jake. That's definitely a trauma bond moment right there.
Fucking asshole. Oh, that shit sucked.
Definitely a trauma bond moment.
Yeah.
I've the big festival that I've been to is Lunatic Luau. Back in early 2010s, they had like big bands. One of the bands that went through was Five Finger Death Punch, which
Oh,
is
yeah.
my favorite band.
Yeah.
I have their logo tattooed on my leg. It was my first tattoo.
No
Um,
shit.
yeah, it really was. so,
Dude, that's
uh,
badass.
so they were, and they're going to Louder Than Life. So I'm just like, that just seals. It's like, okay, fine. Might as well just go.
Yeah. Let's do it. This is fucking exciting. I'm
I'm
hyped.
excited, and I got to figure out gym time while I'm gone because that's going to be 6 days. Because you've got the drive out there, which is 9 hours, and then the 4 days there, and then the drive back, which is a day.
Meals, hydration,
Oh,
and training.
yeah.
And yeah. That's gonna be tough. Fucking
uh,
$40 for a bottle of water.
yeah, no, fuck that. I've got a hydration pack that I will be bringing.
Yeah.
So,
I
okay.
got one of those camelback things. I'm just gonna put whole
Same.
milk in it. I'm just gonna drink milk the whole weekend. Dude, we got to talk about my milk consumption one of these days. I down almost a gallon of milk a day. I love it. There's no superior beverage, an ice cold glass of milk all day,
I
every
look,
day.
I 100% agree that milk is great. You gotta
But
stay hydrated with water.
there's some water in it. Dude, sometimes I take milk to the gym. I don't give a shit. But yes, I will
More
say
power
I'm
to you.
I'm horrible with hydration, and that's like my biggest fucking thing is hydrate. I only drink when I'm thirsty, which is fucking stupid. That's a myth. That like, oh, you only drink when you're thirsty. That's fine. Like, no, you need to be
If
drinking
I
every
only drank when
hour.
I thirsty, if I only drank when I was thirsty, it would be like in the morning and at night, and that would be it.
Yeah, there you go. There you fucking go. There's your answer. Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, then I get agitated in the gym when I'm not like. You ever want to like step out of your own skin and then like push yourself up against the wall and just beat the shit out of yourself? Like you're like watching the shit that you do, and you're like, why? Like, so I'll go to the gym and then my CNS is fried because I've worked all day and missed a meal and I haven't hydrated. Can't hit shit for weight, and then I'm angry about it. Then I go and I hydrate properly and then smash my like a PR, and I'm like, oh wow, maybe if I fucking properly hydrated, dude, and your mood is better and your skin is better and you yes, and we're all afraid of being overhydrated because I've seen that shit on TikTok and other places where people are
And
like, you're
Luke, if you
drinking
were
too
listening,
much water.
and Luke, if you were listening to this, you need to understand. You need to drink water
Uh-oh. You got a client not properly hydrating?
or eating.
Shit, not the missing meals. Dude, no, wait, no, let's can we talk about this? Why is he missing meals?
So he has a really busy job, and I 100% respect his grind. And he's just
Totally.
like a busy guy in general. I'm just like, I eat more than you, and I'm busier.
Me and Luke are on the same plane here, and we're heading for a fucking mountain because I will go out and bust ass landscaping all day. I think part of my problem is I like hyper focus on shit. where I'm like, my workday ends when I'm done, not at a time. So I'm like, boom, 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 get it done. And then it's 6 p.m. and I haven't eaten. And so
Sounds like
that's a fucking
ADHD.
problem. Yeah, see, that's what my therapist says. I'm like, well, that's fucking annoying. Anyways, and then I'm like,
Hold
I
on,
only eat
hold
this
on,
food because the texture's weird on that one. And I'm like, no, it's not. It's not
hold
ADD.
on. Look, ADHD is my superpower, all right? I can bang
Yes,
out programming in 5 minutes.
dude.
It's the, okay, I have to take my time. I take a week in order to do programming, and programming is out every Friday.
Yeah. See, there you
And
go.
if I don't do it Friday, it does not get done.
Exactly. That was like what
And
you
then,
told me. You're like, I work better under pressure. I was like,
oh, I really do, because once I get
same.
off of here, I'm gonna pop out programming. It's gonna take me 5 minutes.
There you go. See, I'm gonna
So,
get out my journal, man. Like I told you, I didn't forget all the motivational shit you said at the beginning. Hopefully, we were recording. You know,
I mean,
when
it's
we.
been recording for an hour and a half, so I would
There you
hope
go.
it's recording, because I don't remember what was said.
I don't either, but I remember it was motivational AF. I remember that for like 30 seconds, I was like ready to run through a fucking wall. Like it was good. So, all right on
That's the
that.
bold rock. That's the bold rock talking. I might have to end up picking more of these up just for these
What
podcasts.
what is it? It's a cider.
It's yeah, it's a hard cider.
I can't do ciders
Oh,
because
that's the only
I
way I
want it
drink
to taste
alcohol.
like apple juice, and then it throws me off when it doesn't. So
So
beer all day.
you want to talk about apple juice? Jack Daniel's apple and apple juice. You're welcome.
That actually sounds pretty fucking good.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Hang on, let me write that down too.
Before you forget it.
Yeah, my fucking phone died, so I gotta like write down. Like, dude, who comes to a podcast with a dead phone? It was either the laptop, the headphones, the microphone, or my phone. So I guess that was the one that should.
Hey, it's okay because my phone is. It's we won't talk about it. It's like at 67.
Oh shit, dude, my stepdaughter's phone will be dead at like 9 a.m. I'm like, what the
What
fuck
the
have you been doing,
fuck?
dude? It's those like YouTube shorts, and she'll just sit there and like watch them. I'm like, how many times a day you got to charge your phone? She's like 3. I'm like, dude, I don't charge my phone for like 2 days unless I'm playing
I
music. Shit.
I charge my phone twice a day, but I'm also on my phone.
Shit, yeah. I try not to be because I want to throw it at a wall when it rings. Dude, when I get more than like 2 texts, I feel like I'm being jumped. Like 100%. I'm like, this is
I'm
too
sorry.
much. I
I'm
can't.
sorry. Most of that's me.
No, no. I should
Just like
specify from my clients. Dude,
okay.
it's like I know I used to think that I would like talking about grass at 10 o'clock at night, but it turns out I don't fucking like talking about grass at 10 o'clock at night. Would you believe it? I'm like, dude, can this way? And a lot of them are boomers, and boomers don't text, or like the generation before boomers, whatever the fuck that was. So they want to call and just chat, like, you know, and it's like, dude, like when I was on vacation in Chicago, I took 3 calls from boomers. Yeah, I just had a question. I'm like, it's all in your invoice. It's right there. I'm reading the invoice to you right now. I sent it. Like, fuck, dude, come on. God bless them, though. I know they'll never hear this, so that's why I'm saying it. But
Reading is fundamental, guys.
it is. It really fucking
100%
is.
fundamental.
Don't just read the shit you want to read. Don't just read what
Read
Chat
just shit you
GBT
don't
tells
want.
you.
You don't need to read. Yeah, that too. Because like, there's so many times where I just want to like yell at people, and I'm just like, can you just read,
Yeah.
please?
Dude, the news articles that come out on Facebook, and you're like, so you didn't actually read it then. You read like the clickbait at the top, and now you're in the
The
comments fighting
headline.
with everybody. Yeah. We're like, no, that's not what it said at all. People are fucking wild, dude. We're so screwed.
We are screwed. We are 100% screwed in the United States. So if you are across the country, or not even the country, if you are outside of the United States, please fucking pray for us because we need it.
Dude, they are. They're worried about us. People from other countries, I'm sure you've been getting them too. I've been getting DMs from people that are like, dude, like, we see you on the news every fucking day, and we're just wondering what the fuck is going on over there.
I've gotten like one or two messages. I've got a buddy of mine that lives in the fuck does he live? Essex in England. And he's like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Thankfully, I am in a sanctuary state that protects my rights.
Yeah,
So for now, yes, I am okay. Ask me in 6 days."
exactly. Dude, I'm in Indiana, so I have no rights right now. So,
Yeah, sounds like you should move.
yes. Yeah. Yeah, it's the family that but I definitely want to get the hell out of here.
Yeah. Indiana just isn't, it's not safe. It's, and plus it's a red state.
Dude, oh yeah. It's a lot of corn, a lot of meth, and a lot of racism. But hey, we got the Indy 500, which has a lot of corn, a lot of meth, and a lot of racism. There's also sex
I don't,
trafficking involved too. So like, cool. Yeah.
oof. I don't
Wild
know. I
times in
don't know.
Indiana.
I don't know how you still stay there.
I used to say the cost of living, but now the cost of living is just like everywhere else and it fucking sucks. And then I used to say, well, you can get land here, but they built warehouses on all the land and all the farmers are selling their land, which like we're running out of food. And I'm not going to get into the whole like, what are we going to eat shit on this like podcast? Like, I don't want to bum everybody out, but like, yeah, dude, it's a million square
No,
feet of
it's
warehouses.
no, like it's a real thing and it's something that we do need to talk about. Granted, it doesn't have to be on this episode, but it's something we do need to talk about and explore because what the fuck are we gonna eat, you know?
I mean, yeah, it all ties in. Where do we get I mean, if you're going to be training for a powerlifting meet and you need food,
Or
and
a
did you see all
bodybuilding
that
show.
shit about the rice that's like causing cancer? They found like some kind of cancer traces and shit. And like, if this is completely wrong, I really want somebody like the internet's good about going and Googling shit and proving you wrong.
Yeah.
So like, somebody will find the article where it's like the 90% of like bagged rice that you buy in the store is coated with some type of like carcinogen. And I'm like, well, that's great for all of us in the fitness industry that have been eating nothing but this microwave rice for 20 years. So,
Okay, but
our,
is it like Uncle Ben's rice or is
no,
it
it's like like you get
uncooked
like the
rice?
bags uncooked, like you'd put it in your
So do
rice
people
cooker.
are people not washing their rice?
I don't wash my rice. Never
What the
have.
fuck?
Dude, here we go with this shit.
Where's that guy at? Where is he at? Wash your
Dude,
fucking rice.
I have never. I'm like, they got rice cookers now that have like a thing that you can put it in that'll wash it and then you can put it in the rice cooker too. I might buy one of those. Then I do
But
it.
see, I'm cheap. I take my rice, I put it in the bowl, I wash it 3 times, and then I put it back in the bowl with the cup and a half and let it be done.
Yeah. Well, hey, and the good news is we won't have any more fluoride in the water since that's a fucking issue, right? LOL.
Everything's gonna kill us. It's okay.
It is, yeah. Dude, we had that. Well, we didn't, but it happened in Ohio, right next to us, just east of us, where that train derailed on those shitty tracks, and it was carrying like hundreds of tons of chemical waste, and it leached into the soil, and it's come into Indiana, and they're not talking
Shit.
about it. Like all of
Oh
our
shit.
fields, there's traces of that shit in our fields, and it's not the first or the second or the third time that's happened, and then they're just kind of like well, boil your water. Like this train derailment was in Ohio. I'm in Indiana, and they're telling us 2 weeks, 3 weeks after the fact, hey, that water you've been bathing, drinking, might have, probably is definitely contaminated. And then it just
And
kind of
yet
went away.
Trump wants to do away with a whole lot of policies that deal with safety,
Yeah.
especially in the railroad industry. And it's just like
Dude, if
shit
you would
like
have
this that
seen these
happens.
tracks that this train was trying to go over, I mean, yeah, it's a fucking nightmare. Flint, Michigan still doesn't have clean water.
Yep.
I mean, like yeah, it's scary, isn't
The
it?
politicians hate us.
Yeah.
If you don't have a lot of money, they don't give a shit about you.
If you can't make them a lot of money, they don't give a shit about you.
That
That's
too.
yeah. Dude,
And
it's
it's a
scary,
really
right?
scary thought. Yeah. Really, really scary thought.
That they're
The United
not
States,
protecting any of us at all.
correct. Yeah, the United States used to be like home of the free, land of the brave, where you could like get good shit and be have a nice life. Now it's
Yeah.
just half of the constituents are dying from cancer and drinking cancer and all these other different chemicals, and the other half are like afraid for their lives because we've got politicians that are passing bills at 2 o'clock in the morning that are stripping
Mm.
Medicaid, and it's just like,
Yeah. That's wild that people are
what the fuck?
still like writing for Trump with this shit, dude. Like
Yeah,
the poorest
because
people that need money are now not getting it.
well, he also said that the people that he would run. I forget what year it was, but it was he did an interview, and it was like, if I run in politics, it's gonna be Republican because they're fucking
Mm.
stupid.
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah, it was like on
And
some
like,
TV show.
yeah, I think it was like ABC or NBC, one of the major news outlets, and it's just like, okay, well, look at all the red states. That makes
Yeah.
sense. A lot of red states are very poor and very uneducated.
That's the biggest
And it's
one.
just
Yeah.
like, yeah, and it's just like, the fuck?
Yeah. And like
But I
now
mean,
look at us. We're
yeah,
screwed.
like, look at Massachusetts. Massachusetts is a blue state, and they're one of the most educated states in the entire country. California is right up there, too. California always goes blue, but
Mm.
California is also very educated, too.
A lot
Not
of
getting
corruption
rid
in
of,
California.
but there's
Wish
corruption
there wasn't.
anywhere that you go.
Yeah.
So, like, getting rid of the Department of Education just does what Roe v. Wade did for abortion, but just for education. It takes it back to the states. But now
Yeah.
there's no standard in which education has to be across the board. So, let's say Alabama, for instance, you've got your standards of learning, SOLs, standard of learning. You got your SOL that you have to take. You have to pass a certain threshold. So at least when I lived in Virginia, you had to make 75% or higher in order to meet or exceed expectations for your school. Alabama, what's that? What are they going to say? 50%? You're
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Yeah.
But California, you've got kids that are hitting 95% markers, and it's just like, there needs to be a standard, and that's why we had the Department of Education to set that standard. Not
And
just
these
that, but
people
also,
are gonna be like they're supposed to be our doctors and shit. Like these are the next generation of people that are gonna be providing services and all this other shit. And they're I mean, their favorite color is going to be 7. Like they're going to be fucking stupid, dude. Like
yeah,
I know it sounds they're just going to be uneducated, and like that's a real problem because uneducated people are how we got into this mess in the first place. And like
and
the
like,
uneducated people are they don't think that this is a problem.
not
And that's
just our doctors, but also law enforcement,
the
firefighters, like people
yeah.
of power that can pull you over and kill you because you have a taillight out.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Sandra Bland, for instance.
Hmm.
She got pulled over, she went to jail, she died the next day. And I'm not saying that's from poor education, but I'm saying like it's from not having enough education in social work or psychology or anything. Like, we need to have a lot of police reform, but I think it deals more so with how long you are in the academy. I'm a firm believer that you need to have a master's degree. You need to have some sort of degree in
Yes.
order to go through the police academy.
Criminal justice. I mean, I
Or
guess or any degree.
any degree. But I think I'm probably wrong, but I think Australia has a police degree. And if I remember correctly, it combines criminal justice, psychology, and social work. So, like, by the time that you go into the academy, you already have the tools in order to de-escalate a situation.
Mhm.
So there have been several instances where innocent people have been murdered by the police force. One instance stands out in mind. Uh, Social worker in California. His hands was up. He was a black guy. He was de-escalating um, his client, and he told the cops, "Hey, I don't have a gun. I'm just de-escalating the situation, and he ended up dying anyway.
Jeez.
It's like, okay, cops are supposed to be for the community. Yes, policing the neighborhoods, but also like at the same time, social work, you know,
Mm-hmm.
preventative work so crime doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Community outreach is honestly the biggest thing. That's how I feel.
No, you're absolutely right. And this is I was just in Home Depot buying some like blades for one of my saws, and they're all locked up now. And they're like, yeah,
Ugh.
we've been having a bunch of theft and shit. But again, it's in like an economic system problem. Like that's where crime and that's where stealing and all this other shit comes from. Is people's needs aren't being met and the cost of living is going up, and if somebody's got to steal to feed their kids, they're going to do it. And I got to be honest, if I'm in the store and I see it, I'm going to be looking the other way cuz I don't give a shit. Like, you know what I
That
mean? Like
that
I'll be the
that too,
first one
yeah.
to say like if I see you stealing some food, no I didn't. So, and it is what it is.
Like if I see you stealing baby formula, I'm not gonna see it.
Literally.
Because at the end of the day, that's formula for a child. The child didn't ask to be brought into this world. And I agree with that. Like, but also at the same time, you as a parent, you have to do what you need to do in order to provide for your child. So if you gotta steal, you gotta steal. By all
Dude, yeah.
means, do it. Like, and I hate the fact that there's shit locked up, like basic necessities, like toilet, like
Dude, seriously.
toothbrush. Toothbrushes are locked up around here. I'm
Oh
just like,
my
what the fuck?
god. You can get those at like Dollar
Deodorant.
Tree.
Like
Yeah.
deodorant is locked up. Like
Had me walking around with
soap.
stank pits because I couldn't find a
Right.
fucking store associate because they all run and hide. Yeah.
Right. I like there's so much wrong with this world. I just wish that we could take all the corruption out and do right by other people.
Well, I fear that won't happen. But at our level, we can
We could do
actually we can't even remove the corruption from the fitness industry. That'll never happen. But we can keep like a corner of it or a pocket of
Mhm.
it where there's no corruption and just honesty, and we're trying to level out the ecosystem and not gash people on pricing and honest answers
Yeah, for sure. Just
and
like
no bullshit.
yeah, no bullshit.
That's literally all we can do. Shit.
Actual truth, yeah.
But yeah, dude.
We talked a wide range of things today too.
We did, man. I love that.
This honestly, I thought this was gonna be like a 30-minute episode where it's just like introduction, and then we just start talking about like stuff. No, it's been
Yes.
almost 2 hours.
Hey, we got some good shit, man. We got
Not wrong.
yeah. Yeah, we got into it. That was kind of what I wanted though, was people got to figure out who the fuck we are. And
Well, that's
now
what
I
I
feel
want.
like if you can get past this and you can still rock with us, those are our kind of people.
And this is the kind of episode that I enjoy, that I want. The kind of podcast that I want, honestly,
Yeah,
because I don't want to I want to have structure, but I also don't want to have structure, if that makes sense.
totally. No, no, that's the best. I don't want anything to feel forced and
Correct. I want everything to flow naturally.
like we all just met on the street or whatever. We met at a
Yep.
concert and now we're all chatting. That's
Yep.
yeah.
And we just have good, solid conversation.
That's perfect. We got Luke tomorrow, right?
Yeah, we record him tomorrow. I will probably drop this episode next week, probably Wednesday, and then Luke, I will probably try.
Perfect, man. This is exciting. What did Luke think of those questions? Was he cool with everything?
Oops. Oops.
Oops, I did it again.
So I was supposed to send it out to him, but I never did.
Oh shit.
But I did ask him if any topic is off the table, and he said not that I can think of. So, yeah.
That sounds good. I got them here so I can periodically I just reference them. That's probably better anyway. It's like I don't know if it's more authentic to be put on the spot or if it's I know exactly what I'm going to be asked. Let me rehearse it and I feel like that would fuck me up more.
I think the latter would fuck us up both
Yeah.
because like no seriously
Yeah.
because I feel like if I have a basis of like okay this is where I want to go,
Yeah.
so let's try and veer the conversation that way. Like I want the organic conversation, you
Yeah.
know. I don't
For sure.
want forced. I don't want an interview. I just
Yes.
want
Yeah.
I just want to talk, you
I
know?
appreciate that. I'm glad that you said that. Like, I don't want an interview and just, yeah.
Because if you're laughing, you're joking, everything's gonna come out naturally anyway, as it is.
Yeah. Dude, now I got to go buy
So
another fucking laptop. Dude, I was like, son of a bitch. No wonder it was so cheap. I don't even know where the hell it's at. Oh, it's sitting over there. Like,
just return that one and get a better one.
yeah, that's
I
what I'm
actually
going
have
to
to get a
do.
new. I actually have to get a new one, so mine's holding on by a thread.
So is my wife. So I'm like, God, dude, this thing's like been carrying us both, and now I gotta do all this shit. I can like, it's like making all these noises. It's like, I'm like, dude, I need to put a fan under it and shit. This poor thing.
That might
Yes,
help.
yes, yeah. There's one right here. That's probably what it was for. I'm gonna
Just
return
like
that and get another one. I mean, if not, this one at least works, but I definitely want a better one. Yeah, this little like, what is this 280p camera? This shit sucks.
I I don't even know what mine is.
I think mine's 720, but I've been watching podcasts, so then it's like you see everybody else is like clear, pretty. Oh, it looks so good. This is how all the great ones started, man. Hey, this is how Joe
That's
Rogan
with like
started.
DSLRs and shit. I don't got money for that.
Is that shit really expensive?
I don't know.
Yeah, I assume that everybody that I watch, the one that I watch it on is called My First Million, so it's probably expensive shit. Yeah.
More than likely, I personally like. I would just rather do voice, at least until we get settled and get some decent followers flowing
Views
for
and
this.
hell yeah,
Yeah.
man.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to conclude our introduction episode before we just sit here and keep talking about shit because this is
Yeah.
2 hours long and I'm pretty sure you're tired of hearing our voices.
They're like, we're
So,
barely hanging on here. Fuck. Dude,
I'm a beer and a half deep and I still have to figure out food.
dude,
So,
I'm an edible deep and I got a cheese pizza and I'm about to go put some chili cheese Fritos on it and some barbecue sauce.
that sounds fucking amazing. I'm not even
Right?
gonna lie.
Dude, I'll send you a picture. Like I'm just like I was just like thinking about it and I was like, we take the cheese and we put the chili cheese and then we put barbecue on it. And like, yeah,
Oh, I
like that'll
fucking
be
love it.
good. Fuck yeah, man.
Oh, I fucking love it. All right,
Is
this
that the
is
pod?
that is it. So we're gonna end this again.
Yes, yeah.
So this concludes the introduction episode. It was actually supposed to be like an hour and a half shorter, but whatever. We just started talking. I'm
Yes,
Scott.
I'm Jody. And
We
Scott's got to hang
are.
up first because I don't know how to do it. So
It's fine. All I gotta do
we'll
is hit stop, and then it just ends the conversation.
we'll do you hang up first. You hang up first.
Look, we're
Fuck
taking it
it,
back to high school.
dude. Seriously, I'm gonna go listen to this Sleep Token album, man, so I can order all my
Do
merch
it.
and shit, so I have it in time.
And then we can finally meet in September when I drive 9 hours to
Fuck
Kentucky.
yes, dude. I'm so ready for that. That's gonna be a good fucking time, man.
Hell
All right,
yeah.
brother.
All right, guys. We will see you on the next episode where we talk to my client and long term client Luke Rojas. You have a wonderful evening.
Love y'all.
Up.